Hello viewers, I'm here to introduce you a very beautiful software called Kdenlive, developed by KDE team, originally for Linux operating system because normally not use you cannot use Adobe Premiere on Linux. So you have a very simple to use and sort of inspired by Adobe Premiere KDE. And here's the general view of the software. You could use the buttons here to change the way it looks. I know I originally like it the way the first versions were introduced, which is this. And this is the project bin wherein you could right click and add your clips. For example, I am going to add one of these. It's not very important. Okay, and here it asks that the clip has this properties as a video. Would you like to switch from the default one that the KDE has chosen? It's on you to decide which to use. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to click and drag it into the tracks, and then I have the video. So as you can see, this is the video, and you could cut the clip wherever you want once you move this vertical line, and right click and say cut clip, and then you could trim the video. As you can see, this way you could go on to the beginning or the end of it, and you could trim it, and then you could put it back together. And for a transition effect between the two tracks, you could just double click between the two tracks and an effect will appear, and then you can click on it, and on the right hand side you will see the properties of the effect that you are going to use. The default one is the dissolve. As you can see, it dissolved into another. Now you could use multiple ones. For example, you could use radial, and it will change the way the transition will occur. You could also use the ones in here as well. The way I know it, that you're having multiple options. So you could also add the effects that are being used by other softwares like Filmora. It's very easy to do so. I'm going to teach it in another video. So you want to add another track, another video track on top of this track. So you right click, you go on the add clip or folder, and you chose your clip. And this is a duplicate, so I'm going to add another. Yeah. So I'm going to add this, accents, Russell Peters. And as you can see, this is the video, right? And it's overlaid by the bottom video. So this way you can have multiple videos. If you want more tracks, you have to add them. Right click on the track, the top track, insert track, and say OK. You do the same on the O2, same will occur. And now you can have another video here. So yeah. What if you want to have text? You could right click, add title clip. You could basically use this way to add subtitles, but there's a very distinct way to do that. But you could also use this. There's no problem. So what you do basically, this is the basic figure you're gonna see pop up, and then you're gonna right click somewhere and you're gonna write your text. This is my text. So there are now you want to centralize the text in the screen. So you use the buttons here, align item horizontally and vertically centered. and then can right click on the text and change the properties of it. You can see, and if you have multiple lines, you could just align it to be centered or right or left depending on the language of use. You could change the distance between lines and letters here. You could. This is a property that that has been added in very recent versions. Typewriter effect. You could by this you could animate your text like it's being typed as the user sees the text. So you can add the frames to make it slower. Okay, I'm gonna show you for a preview so that you know what I mean. Okay, I'm dragging it on the video track. Okay, see, it is as if somebody's typing it at the same time. So this is pretty cool, I think, and it's very useful. So if you want to change this title that we just added, you could right click on it and say add edit clip. And what you can do with typewriter effect, you could make the expansion to work with character-wise, character by character it shows, or word by word, or line by line. You could change this. This is pretty cool, I think. And I could also have a shadow, a very sort of basic shadow is added. You might want to uh, sort of darken the background when the text shows so that the user can see your text better. You could do this using the background tab, or another alternative thing that you could do, you could use, for example, a rectangle and just add it onto the screen and then send it back using this button right here. You could also do this, and this is pretty useful, as you can see. Although I have to add the video so that you could see it properly. Okay, we're gonna trim it a little bit. See, it's being shown. Okay, it's pretty cool. Anyway, what else? Well, there are plenty of things you could do here. All right. For the moment, I'm gonna cut this video short, and I'm going to teach more about it. Just don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to my channel and stuff like that. Thank you very much. I should probably push this button. Oh, doesn't work. No.